Guatemala City riot police began to attempt to cleanse obstacles of who paralyzed Guatemala's parts for more than a week. Thousands farmers members of local community demanded the resignation Attorney General Consuelo Porras supported future President Bernardo Arvalo. He battered more than 120 barricades. Traffic disrupted trade. Porras' office has many open investigations into presidential elections of August, and Arevalo's party has successfully searched for suspension of his party. Protesters condemned leader as attempts to block leader before he started to work in January. In a barricade on a large road in the capital, several dozen rebellion police stopped in formation. There was a short pressure with some protesters and more people came quickly in the number of more. Police surrounded the number. On Monday evening, Giammattei said in a banded message that he would arrest the protest leaders he claimed to have been financed and recommended by foreigners. Giammattei's words were most powerful attack on the protests that he accused of harming economy and causing vandalism. Giammattei said, We demand appropriate arrest orders for the implementation of justice. Foreign currency was transferred to Guatemala NGOs, and these funds were used to feed and pay all logistics for bloomings, he said. The protesters put an end to what they see by Arevalo prosecutors who promised to eliminate corruption and described the cases against him as a coup attempt. On Tuesday, Secretary General American States Organization, Luis Almagro, said that actions of Porras' office to Permanent Council regional organ were prejudiced and irrational, weakens the independence and privacy of the votes and threatens democratic stability in Guatemala. Guatemala's Foreign Minister Mario Bucaro said that protests have led vandalism and influenced millions of Guatemalans, while Almagro insisted that they were peaceful, but said they were vulnerable to criminal elements who wanted to kidnap them. On Monday, Porras tries weaken democracy of nations that take streets for weeks take action against peaceful protesters a large extent against peaceful protesters. The protests began 2 weeks ago in Guatemala following one of most turbulent elections in the recent history of country. In a message sent to social media accounts, Arevalo said Giammattei's controversial chief public prosecutor's office to the end and endangered Guatemala's democracy. Arevalo said, he is responsible as president to oppose the fracture of constitutional rule. The attacks effectively prevent the suspension and management of Arevalo's political party and the ability to manage such movements against the leading leader pushed an uncertain strike that started with a long time in the domestic groups and rural residents Guatemala society. In a video published on Monday morning, Porras described demonstrations as illegal and asked the authorities force the blocked